The State of Texas versus Earl David Worden. In the name and by authority of the State of Texas, before me, the undersigned Assistant District Attorney of Harris County, Texas, this day appeared the undersigned affiant, who under oath says that he has good reason to believe, and does believe, that in Harris County, Texas, Earl David Worden, hereafter styled the defendant, theretofore on or about January 1st, 1997, did then and there unlawfully, intentionally, and knowingly cause the penetration of the sexual organ of B.W., hereinafter called the complainant, a person younger than 17 years of age, by placing the defendant's finger in the sexual organ of the complainant. Before the commission of the offense alleged above, on May 6, 1992, in cause number 431290, in the 209th District Court of Harris County, Texas, the defendant was convicted of a felony offense of aggravated sexual assault. Probable cause. Affiant J.D. Reed is currently employed as a peace officer with Deer Park Police Department. Affiant believes, and has reason to believe, Earl David Worden, white male, date of birth 9/16/1961, hereinafter referred to as the defendant, committed the offense of sexual assault of a child on or about January 1st, 1997, in Harris County, Texas. Affiant bases his beliefs on the following facts. Affiant spoke with witness S.W., who stated that defendant Earl David Worden had sexually abused two of her daughters. S.W. identified all of her daughters as B.W., J.W., S.W., and J.P. S.W. told Affiant that when B.W. had just turned 16 years old, she started to see a boy. S.W. stated that on one particular day, she was working for a cleaning service and she had to go back home to their residence in Harris County, Texas. S.W. stated that when she arrived home, she found B.W. crying hysterically and very upset. S.W. stated that she was able to get B.W. calmed down, in which B.W. told S.W. that defendant had just touched her breasts. S.W. stated that B.W. was in the bathroom and defendant was sitting on his bed. S.W. stated that she confronted defendant about touching B.W.'s breasts. S.W. related that defendant told her that B.W. was lying. S.W. stated that she sent B.W. to live with her grandmother. Affiant contacted victim B.W., who provided a video-recorded statement. Affiant believes B.W. is a credible and reliable person. B.W. stated that she knows defendant by name and sight as her father, who B.W. stated she lived with for most of her childhood. B.W. told Affiant in a video-recorded interview that defendant started to sexually abuse her when she was 14 years old. B.W. stated that the sexual abuse occurred when she moved into the trailer at a location Affiant knows to be in Harris County, Texas, after she transferred from Pasadena Independent School District to the Houston Independent School District. B.W. went on to say that the sexual abuse started to occur soon after she and her siblings received beds from a donation drive and when she was in 9th grade at Ross Sterling High School. B.W. stated that defendant would come into her room during the nighttime hours and put his hand up her shirt. B.W. related that defendant would put his hands down her pants and in what she described as fingering me by inserting his finger into her vagina. B.W. stated that this happened every night when she was home and she would wear jeans to try to make it more difficult for defendant to sexually abuse her. B.W. stated she could also see defendant's face when he would finger her, and sometimes if she rolled away, he would go away and not sexually abuse her. B.W. described herself as scared and disgusted when defendant would sexually abuse her. B.W. then told Affiant about an incident when defendant attempted to sexually assault her. B.W. stated when she was 17 years of age, and it occurred in the fall of 1998, BW stated it occurred in her trailer in Harris County, Texas. BW related that defendant had found out she had a boyfriend, and BW stated that SW was gone and defendant called her into his room. BW related that defendant asked her if she liked her new boyfriend and if she wanted to date in general. BW then told affiant that defendant told her he will let her go on a date with this guy if defendant could take her virginity. BW stated that the defendant then pushed her onto his bed and tried to take her shirt off. BW stated defendant got her pants unbuttoned and kept telling her, "Quit acting like this." BW also stated that defendant got on top of her and laid on her. BW stated she was able to get away and she grabbed a knife to defend herself and stated she was going to kill him. It was at this time during the interview, affiant observed BW become emotional and hold her hand up as if she was holding the knife. Affiant noted it was as if BW was going back to that moment. BW stated that SW came home, in which BW stated the defendant told SW she was going crazy for no reason. BW stated that this occurred in approximately fall of 1998 because she was sent off to live with her grandmother Joyce, and she spent Thanksgiving with Joyce, who has since passed away. When asked, BW stated that she told her cousin Sonia Claver about the sexual abuse. Affiant contacted Sonia Claver, who affiant believes to be a credible and reliable person. Mrs. Claver stated that BW is her cousin, and she moved in with her after BW graduated high school and Joyce passed away. Mrs. Claver stated that BW told her that defendant had touched her, and BW had told her that defendant made a statement to BW, "If he can't have you, why can't I?" Mrs. Claver also told affiant that she conducted the donation drive for BW's family so that they could get beds. Affiant contacted BW's sister, witness JW, who affiant believes to be a credible and reliable person. BW stated that on the day that BW was running around the house with a knife, she was helping clean an office building with SW. JW stated that she and SW were called back to the house, and when they got home, BW was in the bathroom and defendant was in the bedroom. JW stated that BW was crying hysterically and told her that defendant was going to do the same thing to her. JW stated that she heard SW screaming at defendant about touching her kids. JW stated that after about 10 to 20 minutes of being at the residence, BW told her that defendant had pulled up her shirt and touched her breasts. JW told affiant that they moved into the residence in January of 1996 and they got beds from a donation drive around Christmas of 1996. Affiant contacted defendant in a non-custodial interview. The defendant confirmed his identity and relationship to BW. Defendant denied ever sexually abusing any of his children. Defendant was confronted with him trying to take BW's virginity. Defendant acknowledged that he and BW had a big blow-up because she was 16 years old and dating an older man. Defendant stated that he does not get along with his children because he was in and out of jail and he cheated on SW. Affiant believes on or about January 1st, 1997 to be the offense date for the sexual assault of BW, due to the fact that JW stated that they received beds from a donation drive in Christmas of 1996, and BW stated she started to be sexually abused by defendant after they got the beds from the donation drive. On January 1st, 1997, BW was 15 years old and defendant was 35 years old.